Hello friends, I am coming to you from my office again, so live from work. I've been back full-time this whole week. Today is July 29th, I believe. And so I started back earlier this week on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know why every time I start recording my nose itches. Anybody else notice that? It's weird. So I've been back full-time all day, every day. And it's fine, it's good. I'm actually having a good time. Had a bunch of meetings, and today I'm kind of bleh. I don't have a lot of makeup on. It's kind of come off, and I have no eye makeup on because I got my eyebrows microbladed last night, and so I'm like looking at it going, okay. But you can't put makeup on and stuff around the microblading. It's like a tattoo, so you want to be careful with it. Okay, so I am down to 212 pounds, 212, which means I have lost 66 pounds since January. Now that is not since my surgery, that is since January. That is my highest weight. My surgery weight was like 258. So you do the math, whatever that is, that's how much I've lost in surgery. It's been 4 months. 4 months this past Sunday was my that was my anniversary date, I guess, or maybe Sunday before last. I don't know. I don't have a calendar in front of me. I don't have a new one. I have to get a new one for when school starts. Everything's going well. I am having no real issues eating. My sister is so excited. She is going to be having the surgery, and so she is going to be going through this journey too, and I'm really excited that I can guide her. She's 2 years younger than me. We're pretty close. We've always been pretty close. We grew up doing things together, and she's had a hard time. She is really tiny, like short. She's 5 feet even. I got all the height because I'm 5'9", and so she's always kind of struggled with her weight. I have too, but in a different way. And she was a cheerleader, so there was a lot of pressure on her when she was younger to maintain that tiny physique. And it's just tough, you know, it's just hard as you get older. And so she's 35 now, and her surgery is coming up in September. And I'm really excited for her. I know she's nervous. She had actually planned to have the surgery like a year and a half ago, and then backed out at the last minute because she just freaked out. So, you know, I'm happy that I can be there for her. And I've told her to watch videos on the channel, but I doubt she will. She's just not that way. She'll just call me and ask questions instead. So I do have a couple of things to talk about today. Let's see. Miss Barbara commented, and she said that she's paying cash. She's paying out of pocket for her surgery because insurance won't cover it. They don't pay for weight loss stuff. Okay, so my insurance is sort of similar. Since I'm a teacher, it does cover some things, but it does not cover weight loss surgery unless you go through, it's like 9 months of counseling. Sorry, I have something in my eye. Okay, 9 months of counseling and nutrition classes and whatever else. And so I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want to wait that long. Once I had my mind made up that this was what I wanted to do, I wanted to do it. And I wanted to get it done as quickly as possible. So I made my mind up at the end of January, and my birthday was in February, and that was when I was like, yeah, okay. I'm glad I'm going. And that was my birthday was actually the day that I went to the doctor for the first time, just to talk and have my initial consultation, which was February 8th. And then my surgery was March 18th, day after St. Patrick's Day. So it, you know, a lot of people pay out of pocket. One of the things that is always concerning is complications, especially if you're paying out of pocket, because insurance does not always cover issues if you have them after surgery. And Barbara said, and she is correct, that most of the complications come from not following directions or not eating correctly after surgery. So if you don't do what your doctor tells you to do, you might have complications. And that would be bad. I know somebody who did that. They were trying to eat like strawberries and chocolate and crazy stuff like immediately after surgery, like the day after surgery. And she ended up having to go to a rehab facility. She got super sick and just busted the new stomach, messed everything up. It was bad. So definitely follow your instructions. My physician offered complication insurance. So when we paid out of pocket, if you paid cash, you automatically got complication insurance that covered you for 30 days. You could pay an additional, I don't remember how much, I want to say $100. Maybe it was an additional $1,000. I know that's a big difference, but I really don't remember. And that would get you complication insurance for up to 90 days. So I did have some hesitations because of the lack of insurance coverage on this, but I talked to my doctor just very openly, and my surgeon, and just said, hey, what's the deal? You know, what are the main complications? What can I do to avoid them? Do I need the 90-day insurance? Do I need the 30-day? And you would think that he would have tried to talk me into the 90-day because that's where, he makes more money that way. He was like, you probably just need the 30-day. He said the 90 is what I would recommend for people, with different issues than you. So my best advice would be to check with your surgeon and see if they offer complication insurance through the surgery, and talk to your doctor openly. Tell them your hesitations. Tell him or her what's going on and why you're worried, and ask about those complications for yourself and see what they say, because I would think that each practice is probably pretty similar, but you never know. Your doctor may have better numbers and can tell you, specifically how many of their patients have particular complications. So that might ease your concerns a little bit. Getting Epic, again, who won't give me his name, but he commented again, and he said, I'm scared of all the pizza that my family will eat after I have my surgery. I love, love, love pizza, so I'm going to miss it. Guess what? I have a secret. You can eat pizza. You can. You can eat just about anything you want to eat once you get through those initial couple of weeks. So like initially you have to, you go back on the liquid diet, or this is how mine was. So yours may be different, and that's okay. Follow your doctor. Whoever's watching this, follow your doctor's instructions. But I went back on the liquid diet. I had clear liquids for 4 days, I think, after the surgery, which was fine because I didn't want anything anyway. So I mostly just sucked on ice cubes and drank. I have this lemonade, and you can see it's clear. So it's the Minute Maid lemonade, and I didn't have to do anything with it. That was what I had. That with a lot of ice in it to make it really cold, because I only wanted cold stuff. I did not want anything warm. So after the clear liquids, then we went into the regular liquid diet, and I did that for a week. Then I did a soft diet. So that was like mashed potatoes and things like that. Semi-regular diet, which was reintroducing some foods, but not getting back to regular diet, and then regular diet. And so you know what I had for dinner last night? Pizza. But I didn't have 15 pieces of giant slices, and sorry guys, this is driving me crazy. I think it's my nose ring. I think it's acting up. No, it's causing something. Maybe it's my office. Maybe I'm allergic to work. Who knows? So anyway, I had pizza last night. Now I had thin crust is what I've discovered I can eat the best. The thicker crust just doesn't sit as well with me. You may be different, but I had thin crust pepperoni pizza. I had 2 pieces that were normal. I wouldn't say normal. They were on the small side. They're about that big. So, you can kind of see. Maybe like 5 to 6 inches in length, and not super wide. So I had 2 pieces. I was very full. And you will develop your own triggers and your own ways of knowing that you're full. For example, I hiccup. And so, and I don't mean that I get the hiccups. I don't hiccup for 20 minutes. I will just go, and then I know, okay, my body's done. My stomach is saying, you've eaten enough, Meredith. That is enough. Time to stop. So last night I was eating, and you'll see other things. There'll be weird stuff that happens, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is my body telling me I'm full. So I was eating, and then I got to the point, and I was like, I think I'm pretty full now. I'm gonna stop. And I had a bite left of my pizza, which normally I would have been like, I'll force myself to eat that bite. That was me pre-surgery. But I hiccuped last night, and so I went, oh, okay, I am full, so I'm gonna stop. So I did, and that's good. Your body will let you know. And if you overeat, you will feel it. You will not feel good. So the best advice is to, eat, take small bites, chew them completely, put your fork down if you're using a fork. If you're eating something with your hands like pizza, put the slice down. Put it down for a couple of seconds at least. Don't just sit there and go for it. Like I did. maybe you're not like me. Maybe you're not like a total slob when it comes to food, because I would just eat everything, and I didn't really worry about it, and that was part of my problem. But you can eat pizza, so that's like the best news. You can eat whatever you want, honestly. My doctor, he told me this. He said you could have fettuccine alfredo all day long if that's what you wanted. Fettuccine alfredo. Your stomach won't let you eat too much, first of all, and secondly, what's really bad for you and what's really going to be a problem is the snacking. He said that things like chips, candy bars. He said, you know, when you would go get a Snicker bar, you know, for lunch instead of sitting down and eating something decent, that's going to cause that extra fat. That's going to cause that extra problem. It's not having normal food. And again, you're going to see that your body will just flat out reject some of the things that you're used to eating. I cannot have peanut butter anymore. Nothing peanut related. Cannot. I don't want most sweets. Last night I had one cookie this big. It was a tiny little one that I stole out of my youngest daughter's bag. She had the little bag of Chips Ahoy cookies, and I was like, I'll take one. But I didn't want any more after that. Just the one was good. So things change. Your taste buds will change. Don't stock up on any food, y'all. I mean it. Like when you're going through the liquid diet and you're like, oh, cool, I can have, you know, I love the way that this tastes. Don't get a bunch because you may hate it in another week or two. So just get enough to get through, you know, a couple of days and then go back to the store. I know, you know, a lot of normal people go to the store a couple of times a week and pick up things, but in the South, we're bad about going grocery shopping like once a week or every other week and just loading up with everything we want. And so, you know, that can be a problem because there'll be times when something looks good and then that I won't eat it. So now especially I'm careful about what I will and won't eat. But yeah, you can have pizza. Congratulations. Okay, Jay. We've chatted before. Jay has ASDs on the spectrum. Has a couple of other questions, and I love answering you. Jay specifically asked about working out after surgery. He does a lot of cycling, and he is really good at that. And you know, wants to know about working out. At first, you cannot do any exercise other than walking. At least that was my experience. I was allowed to walk. And once I hit, I want to say it was 3 months. When I got my 3-month appointment, then I was cleared to go back to, I say go back to like I had a routine beforehand. Y'all, that's funny. I was cleared to begin a workout regimen. Yeah, I'm not going to start it over again, but to begin a workout regimen. I still have yet to do that. I have been so busy that just moving around, walking around, doing things with my kids has been really good exercise. I usually wear an Apple Watch. I don't have it on today. My watch has my move goal. I bumped my move goal up, so it was like 600 calories, things like that. Like I bumped it up, and I've been hitting it every day and doing really well with it. So I would recommend, you know, maybe something like that if you're walking, getting a Fitbit or using your Apple Watch, things like that to keep up with your steps, your movement, all that stuff. And Jay, specifically for you, I would talk to your physical therapist. I know you mentioned you go to PT. Definitely talk to your PT, see what they say. Have your PT talk to your doctor. You can sign a release form so that they can talk back and forth. So I would do that. And that way everybody's on the same page and you're getting the help that you need physically, and then you're able to also continue doing what you love. That would be my advice as far as that goes. I believe it is Karina. I wrote really fast and I hope I can read my own handwriting. Karina, she asked, do you measure any of your meals? No, I do not. I did every diet you can imagine where I measured everything for like my life. And thankfully now I really don't measure. I learned little things in my nutrition class, like how to tell what is 4 ounces of meat, what is 2 ounces of meat, things like that. But so I can do that without having to actually measure it. I can do it with my hand, my thumb, different things. And your nutritionist can probably walk you through that. It's not hard. And yeah, so I don't measure my food. I kind of eat, and I'm just careful about what I'm eating, and I know when I'm full. And so if my family's having chicken, like my husband's gonna grill, and we're having chicken and macaroni and cheese and green beans, I'm gonna get a piece of chicken, grilled chicken that is not super big. It's probably about the size of my fist, maybe smaller. Okay, maybe a little bit smaller. It's a couple ounces. I'm gonna get a lot of green beans, and then I'm gonna get a little tiny spoonful of mac and cheese because I don't want to be left out. So I have severe FOMO, so I'm totally gonna eat that mac and cheese, but I'm gonna eat it in the order that I need to eat it. So I'm gonna start with my protein, and I'm gonna eat the chicken. Then I'm gonna move to the green beans. I'm gonna eat the green beans. And when I'm full, which sometimes is before I even get to the mac and cheese, I'm gonna stop. Now, if I get to the mac and cheese, I have one bite. That's great, that's all I need. If I don't even get to the mac and cheese, that's okay. You can put it up, save it, have it the next day. So, you know, you can plan things like that. Fruit and berries are important after your meat and your vegetables. It's really meat, veggies, and fruit. Those are kind of the order that you want to eat in. You want to try to avoid a lot of excess dairy. I do eat a lot of cheese, not gonna lie. I eat a lot of cheese, and it's fine. Like my doctor said that was totally okay. But I don't have a lot of yogurt anymore. I will maybe once in a while. I don't eat any ice cream, anything like that. The other night we went to a place called Yogurt Mountain here in Birmingham, and I got a gluten-free, dairy-free little coconut thing. It wasn't the best, honestly. It didn't taste great. I don't actually love coconut. I like pineapple better, but they didn't have pineapple, and so I was sad. I was really looking for like that Disney Dole Whip flavor. If you know if you know, you know, right? Okay, so it's delicious, but they did not have that, so I did the best I could. So hopefully that answers your questions. Those were really the only 4 questions that I got off the last video. So if you have more, drop them in the comments down below. Send me an email. Let me know. I'm happy to answer them. I'll keep you updated on my journey. I want to say good luck to Lindsay, Joy, and Anna, who all have their surgeries coming up in the next like week and a half. So that's awesome. Congratulations. You're going to do great. You're going to do great, I promise. If you need to talk to me at all, pop me an email. I'm happy to talk. We can even find a way to message if we need to, something quick, so that we can go back and forth if you have questions. I would love to help you. One quick thing, I do have a non-scale victory. This is a medium t-shirt. You gotta see, y'all. I'm so excited. Look, it's a medium. I haven't worn a medium t-shirt in I don't know how long. And I have on just leggings, and look at me being all like, okay, so they're up here, but there's everything now. Oh, and there's my scars. Some people were asking about my scars. They heal pretty well. That's one scar right there, and then I have another right there, and then the other ones I'm not going to show you because I'm at work. This one up here, that was a scar, believe it or not. This little thing, that was my liver scar. I found that out. So they actually had to go in and shrink my liver. I didn't know that. A friend of mine told me actually yesterday that the top scar up there is if they had to go in and do anything to your liver because it didn't shrink enough on its own during the liquid diet, which was weird because I lost a good bit of weight during the liquid diet pre-surgery, the pre-op diet, but apparently it wasn't enough. So I don't know. Anyway, love you guys. This is so much fun. It's fun for me. Like I said, I'm gonna try to, I told you last video, I'm gonna try to get out and do some stuff so it's not just like me sitting here talking at a screen. And I know this one is long, but I hope that I answered your questions and was able to give you some hopefully good advice. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go home now. Y'all have a great weekend, and I will check in with you later. Bye.